Sanctuary. Here with Miss Rhonda. Okay, will you please tell us some things about Noah's Ark? How much does it cost?
Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary is absolutely free to come visit on the entire park area and the exotic animal area.
Well, if it's free, how do you get money to feed the animals?
That is a great question, Austin, because it costs Noah's Ark over $33,000 a month to feed our animals. We have lots of different kinds of foods that are necessary. Some are very specialized. Some it might just be the fresh meat that the tigers eat or the vegetables that the tortoises eat. So we get our money to help feed the animals through donations. Our donations can be at the Welcome Center or can be dropped at the donation boxes in the habitat, or we get donations through folks that care about us and send us checks, and also businesses do some matching fund donations by sponsoring Noah's Ark.
Okay, so what animals do y'all have here?
At Noah's Ark, we have over 1,500 animals.
Really?
Absolutely. We have about 120 wonderful horses out in our pasture area, about 130 goats. We have 9 buffalo, llamas, pigs, and more specifically, we have exotic animals, 9 tigers, 6 bears, 7 foxes, over 350 parrots, and we also have other kinds of 2 lions, wolves.
Do y'all have any turkeys?
Oh, you've got to meet Miss Loretta Turkey that we just got in about a month and a half ago. She was someone's pet. They couldn't keep her anymore, and they asked us to keep her. And she now has found that Noah's Ark is her forever home. She's big and fluffy.
Is she nice?
Oh, she's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. When we first got her, she didn't know what to be. She hung out with the ducks, and the ducks didn't want her. She hung out with the emus, and the emus didn't think she belonged, kind of like the ugly duckling story. And then she hung out with the motley crew we're going to meet today, and they didn't like her, so she started following people everywhere. Well, because here at Noah's Ark, we have to make sure our animals are safe and our visitors are safe. We found that Miss Loretta was better off in a new habitat with a docile animal called a cavy. And the cavy is from South America, kind of like a large guinea pig. Her name is Tootsie, and they have begun to get along and be friends, and we now keep Miss Loretta Turkey very safe from wandering off and maybe coming into with other people that might not know how to keep her safe.
Did you know that ostriches, maybe emus, will eat anything, even rocks, out of a bowl?
I believe that's probably true. Now, I bet you might be wondering what my favorite animal is.
Yeah, I really am.
My favorite animal is probably Zuri, our beautiful white tiger. And look, I am wearing a t-shirt that shows Miss Zuri right here, white tiger. Zuri came to us about 2 years ago, and she was almost at a point of not being able to live any longer. She had hardly any fur. She had pinworms all over her, and she couldn't ward off infections and diseases, which is a problem with the breeding of white tigers. White tiger is not a natural thing that happens, and breeders will try to breed them, and it causes deformities. Zuri was rehabilitated with tender loving care at Noah's Ark, and right now she has beautiful fur, big beautiful eyes, and lives in a beautiful habitat that she can run and play.
Well then. Hey, so what is BLT?
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. What do you think it is?
I thought it was bear, lion, and tiger.
Oh, you mean...
BLT.
Oh, well, yes, we have BLT, bear, lion, and tiger here at Noah's Ark, and they are our signature or our most popular animals. They are known all over the world because they are the only bear, lion, and tiger that have lived lovingly together for 14 years.
Really? I think I know why they live happily together.
And why is that?
Because they've been together ever since they were babies.
That's exactly right, Austin.
They grew up together.
Yes, we got them when they were babies. They were confiscated in a bad situation in Atlanta where they were illegally being held captive in the basement, and law enforcement officials found them. They were all little cubs. Poor Shere Khan, that is the tiger, had the fur rubbed off of his nose, and you could still see where the fur's rubbed off of his nose. Leo, the lion, is pretty good, but poor Baloo, the American black bear, had his harness so tight on his body that the skin had grown over it. So he was brought here at Noah's Ark, and he had surgery the only time the three animals have been apart. The other guys cried when they were without him, but they were joined together and have lived together as brothers ever since. They eat together, they sleep together, and they snuggle together. And just yesterday, Shere Khan, who is the smaller, he's a tiger from Asia, and Leo is from Africa. The American black bear, of course, is from America, would not normally be together, but when Shere Khan comes out, he's the most cuddly of them. He comes up and gives his bear a nice big snuggle with his head, and he gives his lion a big snuggle with his head, and they just are amazing to watch them. Now, they are 14 years old, and they have become senior animals. So here at Noah's Ark, we have begun to plan and request donations to rebuild and renovate their clubhouse so that we can make it into a senior clubhouse. That will allow Leo, who's beginning to kind of have some arthritis in his hips, to be able to go up a platform kind of like a wheelchair platform so he can get into his house instead of going up the steps. And same thing for Baloo. He's so large, he's about 800 pounds.
He could break the steps.
We are going to make sure that we reinforce everything and build it a little larger to accommodate our senior animals.
Okay.
We have a bunny that was been brought to us today because it has been injured by a cat, and Miss Sherry, our rehab specialist, will take the bunny and do everything she can to rehabilitate it, and we will pray for him to be able to survive.
Can I name it?
Sure. You want to name the little bunny? What do you think? Hoppy. Great name for a bunny.
Okay, so tell us a little about the BLT.
The BLT, as we've already talked about, consists of the three animals. Here is Shere Khan. Shere Khan is a 350-pound Bengal tiger. However, there are subspecies of tigers that exist, and because we don't know where Shere Khan comes from, he could also have one of the other subspecies. He looks a little like the pictures of a Sumatran tiger. He has tufts of fur right here and kind of almond-shaped eyes that are unique to Shere Khan. He is the smallest of the BLT, Austin, but he is the snuggliest. He's also very shy. He's very nice, but he's really nice to his brothers. Now, Austin, look over there. What do we see? Leo the lion, right. Leo, as we can see right there, is the second largest. He's about 500 pounds. And where are lions from?
Africa.
Absolutely, Africa. Leo does not have a mane. He's still a boy because he was neutered when he was young, but he is approaching 14 years old, and he still is a very active lion and really likes to watch his buddy next door in his pastime. And what is the next door animal? Is that another lion? That is Liberty, our 2-year-old lioness that we got in July of 2013. So he likes to watch her. The third one, what is the third animal in the BLT?
Baloo the bear.
Absolutely. Baloo the bear is the biggest at about 800 pounds. He is the one who's kind of in charge of the family, even though you wouldn't think so. And Baloo right now is resting on the other side of their 3-acre habitat, where he's enjoying some sunshine, and Baloo likes to get down in the creek sometimes too. That right there is called their clubhouse. And we talked a little bit about the clubhouse, how we're going to begin some renovations once we get adequate donations in order to make the clubhouse better for senior animals, because these are 14 years old.
And Leo is getting older,
Yeah.
so they're gonna build a ramp.
Right. We're going to build a ramp for him. That's exactly right. There's Shere Khan again.
He chuckles.
Absolutely. Austin said it right. A tiger doesn't purr, but has a chuff noise, which is a friendly noise from the throat that is like what? Can you do a chuffle? Yes, just about like that. It's kind of right down here in the throat. So he chuckles, and that's a nice greeting that he has.
He chuckles at me.
Okay, there he is again. He's doing his pacing.
Wow.
Now, Libby, we call her Liberty because she did come to us during the 4th of July week of 2013. She was a 7-month-old cub. She was very, very sweet, would roll around and chase balls and things. And we put her in the back fence area there until she got big enough to be able to handle herself with her companion, and that is Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily is about 11 years old. And we're not sure when... Yes, Tiger Lily's over here. And we don't always know when we put animals together whether they'll bond. So we put a fence between them, and we let them get to know each other and play and kind of communicate in animal talk. And then when we believe they're ready, and it looks like it's going to be a compatible companionship, we'll put them together. And we did that. What was really cute was when Libby got to be about a year old, she actually started hitting the lock between the gate. And we opened up the gate in October of 2013, and her and Tiger Lily have been best buddies ever since. One of the cute things is that Libby comes over to the fence, and Leo comes over the fence, and sometimes they hang out together like lions would. But when that happens, Tiger Lily comes over and gets jealous and roars at Leo, and Leo will roar back. And because they're the BLT, guess what happens? Shere Khan comes over, Baloo comes over, and they are all there to help Leo. So as brothers, it's kind of like, we got your back, buddy, and they all come over to see what's going on and to help their brother roar back at Tiger Lily. So it's actually very fun to watch. Might happen for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then everybody goes back to being fine.
This is Amlost here with Munchkin the spider monkey. Okay, let's see if he might break me.
Reiki, eh? What's Brachiate, Austin. I don't know what that
It
is.
means arm swing.
Arm swing. Okay. Let's see if he'll do that. Munchkin. Now, Austin, tell me about what prehensile tail means.
It means a tail that can grab. Spider monkeys have really long tails. And have you ever noticed that whenever spider monkeys are eating from a tree, that their tail is always grabbing on something?
Yes, and actually, Munchkin uses his tail to help climb up the edge of the fence and to climb up on some of his branches too, so he uses that.
Would you like to know why they always have the tail wrapped around something when they're eating on it?
Sure.
Because they're just in case they ever fall.
Okay, so that the tail is actually a safety net for them, right? Now, is there something special about the prehensile tail? Do they have a special marking on them?
They have special tail pads on the end.
They do?
And every spider monkey tail pad is different.
Wow, kind of like our fingerprints, right?
Yes.
That is so cool.
And also,
Munchkin.
spider monkeys only have 4 fingers, so the thumb doesn't get in the way.
Okay.
So they can have hook-like hands.
Now, what is Munchkin doing right now?
He is eating baby.
Or maybe he is foraging. And that's one of the things we do here at Noah's Ark, is he forages. And what we do to enrich the primates and other animals is that the keepers hide their food in places all around their habitat.
So he's looking for his food?
Absolutely, that's what foraging. Come here, I'll show you. That's what foraging is called. They look for their food and they dig around in the leaves and then they find it and they eat it. So you might think they're eating leaves, but it's actually a special bit of food that the keepers have put in there and hidden for them, and that keeps their minds active and keeps them happy, fun
Did you
primates.
know that spider monkeys are the best climbers in the world?
No, I didn't know that. They really would be really good. But I'm going to show you another primate that just might be a better climber. Yes, Austin, you were talking about spider monkeys being the best climbers. And I suggest to you that right there, Miss Cherokee, who is a white-handed gibbon, also endangered, may also be just as good of a climber as the spider monkeys.
Cool.
She's very
And
strong.
I noticed that when she was doing this
Sure.
with her hands, that her hands were like hooks.
What does that look like? Show your viewers. Looks like hooks. So she holds on to the different kinds of limbs and everything. Yeah. Now, Cherokee was accidentally born here at Noah's Ark, but she's about 15 years old. She is a white-handed gibbon, and she's also, what is that word when an animal is, not very many of them are around anymore?
Endangered.
She is very endangered. Her habitat would be the tops of the trees in the rainforest in Southeast Asia.
Canopy?
Yes, the rainforest canopy, and she would be up in that canopy where she lives, jumping from tree to tree.
Okay, tell us about the white tiger.
This is Zuri, as we talked about earlier. And Zuri now is actually kind of resting. She had food yesterday. Here at Noah's Ark, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are meat-eating days. So she's full and she's resting, just like we would if we had a full stomach. She has what color of eyes, Austin?
Light blue.
And what color is her fur?
White.
Right. Her fur is kind of a light white. She has what color of stripes? Is it sable? Yeah, sable. Austin, come over here and see if you can get her to come over to the fence. She's in her little house. She's yawning. Oh, she's looking right at Austin right now. Do you see her?
Come here, Zuri.
She has filled out wonderfully since she came to Noah's Ark. She was actually underweight, undernourished, only had 10% of fur left because she was infested with worms. Her immunities had completely depleted this poor little body, but through the TLC here at Noah's Ark, she is well, she has gotten a lot of weight on her, and she is very happy where she, yesterday, and I'm going to move over to this way to show you, yesterday, Austin, she was playing with her water tub, and she got in it, and then she started wrestling with it, turned it over, and then it scared her, and she jumped up and ran away from it, and then came up stalking, like, what is this? It was an upside-down water tub. So Miss Zuri here has a wonderful place of woods to live in. Now, we can't see very well right now, but Austin, what do you see down on the platform? And let's walk over just a little bit. Look down the hill on the platform. And on the top of the platform, right here, sweetie, okay? Look right through the gate. And well, who is that kind of lurking behind a tree? Up on the platform.
A tiger.
That is Doc. He is about a 580-pound Bengal tiger. Maybe some Siberian in him because he's bigger than Bengal tigers usually are. He is our most charming, gentle tiger, about 4 years old. And Doc likes to sit right up there because he's really in love with Zuri. She's so beautiful, and he will sit up there and watch her all day long and play with her. You can see how it's all muddy down there by the fence because they run up and down the fence and chase each other.
Okay, we're here at the end of Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary, putting a donation into the donation box. Hi everybody! I'm here at Noah's Ark. Did you know that Noah's Ark even rescues puppies for adoption? This is Olaf,